Hey guys, this is Jesus 2.3. Just sitting on a can. Listen, I gotta do a real quick joke for you. It's not really a joke, it's a story. And it's a true story, like everything I tell you is true. And this story has to do with religion and church and things like that. And well, I didn't want the Church of Scientology to be left out, you see, because they're not actually in this true story. But I like making fun of those guys too. And so that's why I'm sitting on the can. Because I want to make it perfectly clear to you that I'm telling you the truth. The Scientologists think they know something about the truth. They're full of shit though. Okay? I'm dumping a load right now. I'll be empty with shit very soon. But nonetheless, the reason this ties into Scientology is, well, I'm sitting on a can telling you a true joke. And hopefully making it clear. And if you go to Scientology, they'll make it clear too. They won't make you sit on a can though. They'll make you hold a couple of cans. And somebody will sit on the other side and tweak a little meter and pretend to make you clear in your head. It's all a scam, you see. They charge lots of money for this. It's a travesty. I don't know if John Travolta thinks that. But if I were you, I wouldn't cruise over to the Scientology church, even though Tom does. The leader is truly a miscarriage. Look up his name. You'll know what I mean. Anyway. Oh, excuse me. Okay, anyway. So, here's the story. My wife, the love of my life, went to work last night. And when she got to work, she was talking to a gentleman there, a friend of hers. And he's a Jesus freak. Now, he's not a freak over this Jesus, version 2.3. No, he's a freak over the first version, 1.0. You know that Jesus. I'm sure you've heard of him. Anyway, this guy's kind of a Jesus freak. He's married. I think it's his second marriage. Same thing with his wife. And they're having troubles. You know, he's not getting laid at all from what he's told my wife. I mean, I don't know why he's telling my wife that. But he did. Nonetheless, so he's not getting laid at all. And he thinks there's some problems. I would say there is. I get laid pretty regularly. Frequently even. Sometimes right before work. Shh. Nonetheless, back to the story. He's telling her about all his problems. And he says he's praying night and day. Day and night. The guy's praying for a solution to his problem. Because he believes in God. And, well, that's when my wife chimed in. Remember, this is a true story. She said, well, you know, my husband never believed in God. No, let me tell you this. Actually, up until recently, I've always been an agnostic. I've never been as presumptuous to say there's no God. I mean, that's kind of stupid to say something like that. I mean, it's like you're saying something you can't know. So anyway, I'm back. She says, oh, my husband, he doesn't believe in God, or he didn't. But in January, he was going through some strange things. He started believing in God. But I had him committed for a week. And that's true. Part of it is. At that moment in time, I hadn't quite yet known that there's a God. At that time, I was going through a jihad in my mind, you might say. Now, I never hurt a soul. Because I'm a peaceful guy. Hey, I'm virtually Jesus, you know. But nonetheless, I put the wife through her paces, and it was pretty scary for her, I guess. And that's why she had me committed. So, she didn't tell this guy all that. She just said, hey, he started believing in God, and I had him committed. Well, the guy's jaw dropped when she said that. I mean, why would you have somebody committed when he finally knows there's God? So he goes, well, what happened? You know, she said, no, he came home. And I did. After a week, I came home. Got off all that crap those shrinks tried to give me. And I've been fine ever since. Actually, back to work. My boss thinks I'm great, solving all their problems on the new drives that we have. And yet I have plenty of time to play. And I get laid often too. Anyway, so she didn't tell him all that. She just said, no, he's okay. He's as wonderful as he was before. Maybe even a little bit nicer. Oh, and she told him that I believe in God. That made him happy. This didn't, though. She said, yeah, he's a Muslim man now. The guy's jaw dropped. This is what love tells me. She told me this little story when we were sitting in bed. Just taking a little break from, well, I'll let you use your imagination. Anyway, I laughed so hard when she told that story, almost fell out of bed. So, anyway, that's my cute little story. I'm about done on the can. I'm going to wipe my butt and get the hell to bed. This is Jesus 2.3. I hope you liked my funny little story.